What up, guys? Fantasy Joe back here with my Week 3 wide receiver rankings. These rankings are half-point PPR. As always, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you want to bring home that fantasy football championship this year, it's this simple. Subscribe to Fantasy Joe. We'll help you bring home that title this year. Beat all your friends and families, rub it in their face with that ship. You want a championship, hit that subscribe button. Please hit the like button and the comment section as well. I respond to all comments. If you have any search sits, any trade advice, anything like that, let me know. Also, we win championships because we're the number one spot for you to get all your information. We do lessons every week from the week before, fantasy takeaways. We do waiver wires, we do rankings, and then I do my buy lows, sell highs that come out today as well. All the information you need, and like I said, I respond to all your comments. So you got a fantasy resource who's locked into everything. So let's start at the top. One, CeeDee Lamb against Baltimore. You're playing him. Jamar Chase against Washington. Obviously, it's been disappointing lately. We just saw what Malik Neighbors did to them. I think Joe Burrow looked really good against Kansas City, considering how good their defense is. And I expect Jamar Chase to bounce back with a massive game this week in a pristine matchup for him. Three, Justin Jefferson against Houston. We saw him dominate last week, having no problems with Sam Darnold. For Amon-Ra St. Brown against Arizona, he had a ton of targets this last week, and I think Arizona's going to be able to put up points on them. Five, Rashee Rice against Atlanta. Rice this year, they haven't even thrown the ball very much, and he's been able to be very good for fantasy football. I expect them to throw the ball more with Pacheco out now, and actually that offense to change. They throw the ball 25 and 28 times so far this year, so that's going to be a big increase for them. They threw the ball second most times in football last year. The Chiefs did. Six, Nico Collins. He might be higher on this list by the end of the year. Nico has just been dominating. He's a locked and loaded top 10 wide receiver rest of season. Very confident in him. Seven, Garrett Wilson. He plays New England. I expect the targets to continue to come to Garrett Wilson. I haven't been worried about a slow start. I have confidence in him as a top 10 play moving forward. Eight, Brandon Ayuk against the Rams. This one with Debo out, he's going to get a lot more work. He's been a little raw, has some bad games, but now is when he can take advantage of that opportunity and be successful for fantasy football. Nine, Marvin Harrison Jr. We saw him break out last week against Detroit in a good secondary. Good secondary from Marvin Harrison Jr.'s standpoint, meaning a good matchup. So excited to play him in that one. 10, Devonta Smith against New Orleans. Smith has thrived without A.J. Brown. I don't expect A.J. Brown to be out there. Good defense in New Orleans with Devonta Smith a star. 11, Chris Olave plays Philly. Good matchup for Olave. Expect him to be able to get the ball in his hands, get some run after catch up opportunities. I think he is going to be good in that one. Tyreek Hill against Seattle. This is just because of the quarterback downgrade. He could still make those big plays. I still expect them to utilize him a lot, try to lean on him. But you just have to temper your expectations a little bit with Tua out with that concussion for the time being. 13, Devontae Adams. They play Carolina. Great matchup for them, although they might not be throwing a whole lot in the second half. That's something to consider. 14, Chris Godwin. They play Denver. The reason I have him so high, I think Pat Surtain is going to be on Mike Evans on the outside, allowing Chris Godwin to operate and receive a ton of targets in the slot in this one. 15, Malik Neighbors against Cleveland. Cleveland's a tough matchup, but 18 targets this last week. They force-fed Neighbors the ball. The fact that that's an opportunity, I think that he's going to have close to 10 targets every week if the offense is able to have that many offensive plays. Obviously, the offense seems on his touchdown upside. Daniel Jones does as well. But with the volume and the explosion that he has, I think you're rolling him out there every week as a top 20 play. 16, Zay Flowers had a great week last week, plays Dallas this week. 17, Drake London plays Kansas City. This one's a little bit of a projection, but I think they're going to have to throw in this one, so I've got London pretty high. 18, Mike Evans. He would be higher on this list for sure on any other given week, but plays Pat Surtain. He's a great corner this week. 19, Jameson Williams. He's been balling. I think they're going to need to score against Arizona. 20, Tank Dell against Minnesota. You guys will see him on the buy low, sell highs a day. Just a hint, but I still have confidence in Tank Dell moving forward. 21, George Pickens plays the Chargers. Good matchup for Pickens, in my opinion. I think he's going to have some opportunities in this game. Just guarded by Pat Surtain that last game, so to temper his expectations. But I think things will be better for him moving forward. DJ Moore plays Indy. Again, you're hoping on this one that Caleb Williams can, play a little bit better. 23, Amari Cooper against the Giants. Another guy, I think he is going to bounce back. I'm not worried about Amari Cooper moving forward. I'd say I'm somewhat worried about 4 out of 10. I still think Amari Cooper's going to bounce back and be very good this year. 24, Demarcus Robinson plays San Francisco. He's going to be Mr. Necessary in this offense now with their depth chart. 25, Xavier Worthy against Atlanta. Like I said Kansas City to throw more now. Michael Pittman Jr. against Chicago. Not a whole lot of confidence in Anthony Richardson, just the quantity of passes he's completing right now is troublesome for Pittman for sure. That's why he was a buy or a sell high after week 1. He wasn't even a sell high. It was just get out of Michael Pittman basically. 27, Rashee Shaheed. He plays Philly. He's looked fantastic this year as the second highest sprint speed behind only Tyreek Hill. And just getting open deep, they've been throwing the ball deep, and they really haven't many opportunities in second halves to really be throwing the ball yet, and they could get that in this game against Philly. 28, Stephon Diggs plays Minnesota. Not the biggest fan of Diggs, but I think 2 out of 3 of these pass catching wide receivers for them are going to be good just about every week. So you're going to roll those guys out there. 29, Deontay Johnson plays Vegas with Andy Dalton starting. I expect him to be much better for fantasy football. And 30, Darnell Mooney plays Kansas City. I expect Atlanta to have to throw. Mooney looked good this last week. If you guys have made it to this point in the video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comment section down below. This has been Fantasy Joe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that